Is there anything I didn't ask you? Fans want to know. People want to know. Is there anything you want to get off your chest while I have you here? Is there anything you want to address while I have you here? Anything else you'd like to mention you didn't get a chance to in the interview?
M3 Murder Gang, Rich Gang, Power and Money, Neno. I got new music on the way, yeah, man. I got song with Tusi about to drop. Song with YNW Melly about to drop. Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a sec. Okay, when it comes to Tusi or YNW Melly, did you have a chance to work with these collaborations in the studio with these artists, or was it like digitally trading sessions back and forth type of thing?
It was in person.
So this was YNW Melly before he got locked up recently.
Yeah.
Now, my question to you is this. I don't remember the time. I could actually look it up. Relatively speaking, maybe I will look it up just for time reference. I want to see when he actually got locked up.
He went to jail in 2018 or 19. It's 18. He went to jail in 18. No, he went to jail in 19. 19. No?
Yep, it was 19 on February 12th, 2019.
Yeah.
Demons was charged with 2 counts of first degree.
Cause he called me. Cause 2 weeks before that, he had to turn himself in, I think, for a violation. And he did the 2 weeks, and he came home, and then they picked him up for that shit. Cause this nigga was at the gas station by my house in Atlanta, and my producer went to the gas station. And he just, how nigga just FaceTime a nigga. He knew that me and him was just in Miami, and we did some songs. He FaceTime him, and Melly like, yeah, bitch, I gotta go turn myself in. 2 weeks. So I'm like, bitch, you gonna be good. That's 2 weeks, man. You be home. And then he did it 2 weeks. Came home, and then they picked him up.
Yes, on Wikipedia, according to that website, when I look up YNW Melly, under his legal issues section, it says, Demons was arrested on June 30th, 2018 in Fort Myers, Florida for possession of marijuana, possession of a weapon or ammunition by a convicted felon, and drug paraphernalia. Demons was again arrested on January 3rd, 2019 in Fort Myers for possession of marijuana. On February 12th, 2019, Demons was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in connection with the October 2018 shooting deaths in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, of 2 YNW associates described as his close friends, rappers YNW Sack Chaser and YNW Juvie.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some more information on Wikipedia as well, but I'm just giving you a synopsis there. So when was this recorded?
This was in 2018.
Now, why did it take so long for... This song hasn't even released yet as of this interview, but why has it taken over a year? Well, really, no, more than that. Just 2018 you recorded this. It's about to be 2022.
Yeah.
We're talking 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the song, we did 3 songs, but it just wasn't the right time for me to just drop it. You feel me?
So you recorded 3 songs. This will be the first of the 3 to ever see the light of day?
Yeah.
What are the plans with the other 2?
I was gonna put them on a mixtape or some, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But the hardest one we got is gonna be on the one. Oh yeah, I got J Electronica on my shit coming out too. So yeah, I'm gonna use the best feature we got for the shit that I put on with Tusi and J Elect.
Oh, this is a... Do you want to share any detail other than that? Titles or anything?
Nah, just that.
Okay.
New project coming.
When it comes to YNW Melly, since you had a chance to work with him in the studio when it came to these songs, what was YNW Melly like back then when you recorded this?
that little bitch, he a cool nigga. He just was like, I met him when he was like 19, and I'm like he was cool, but he was just hype, like a nigga with ADD or something. You feel me? And fuck, he was just cool. Like, you feel me? Like, he had all his little partners in there and shit. I'm smoking. I do my shit, and then I had the engineer to make it where the people can't hear what's going on outside. So once I finished, it took me like 10 minutes, 13 minutes, freestyle that shit. They played it out loud, and then he came, and then I'm like, you fucking with it? He like, yeah, fucking write that bitch hard. Then he go in a booth. He like, Neno, bitch, come in here with me. Like, I witnessed, like, dude, he made me a fan of his music that day, because I ain't know who he was at all. I ain't know who he was. Like, the way, this how small the world is, dude. Like, this was right when he dropped, the same day he had the mixtape, he had the album release party for YNW. I'm recording in the Hit Factory. My D-Rock, who make the beats and engineer, Melly called him. Like, what you doing? He like, I'm in the studio. He like, who you in the studio with? He was like, Neno. He was like, Neno Calvin? Feel me? I ain't know who the fuck YNW Melly was at all. I'm from New Orleans, and then I didn't know who he was. I'm being honest. Like, it's 2018. Like, and then he like, I'm about to come pull up and fuck with y'all. And then D-Rock coming there, he was like, yeah, that bitch Melly about to pull up. He said, you know who you is. He said, you was on that. He said, he remember you from that show on. I was on the Rap Mogul show. I had like about 3-4 episodes with Birdman. There was the Rap Moguls, the Hip Hop Moguls, with him, Jermaine Dupri, and Snoop Dogg or some shit like that. And Dame Dash. But he come in that bitch, and that's how we linked. He just came fuck with me that night.
And all 3 songs were done in that.
Yeah, like that. Oh, back to that bitch was like, bitch, come in the studio with me. So he made me come in a booth, and he freestyled the verse in my like. And I'm like, bitch, that's the one. He like, no, delete it. This nigga freestyle all the way through, like each verse. I'm like, bitch, that one was cold. You tripping? He like, no, I'm telling you, watch, this one gonna be the one. All different shit though. You feel me? I'm like, yeah, that was the one. And that day, he made me a fan. I went and looked at his music. Like, cause right before he pulled up, the nigga, D-Rock showing me the songs that he had out already. It was a song, like, he had a skit in the beginning or some shit. And they put the chain on him. He was on the phone or some shit, and he was on the roof. They had the nigga Project Youngin on the roof. That's the only video he showed me. And I'm like, man, this shit got 11 million views. You feel me? I'm like, what the fuck? That shit crazy. And then 5 months later, that motherfucker had a song with Kanye West. Fuck my head up. Yeah. Free Melly though. He a cool nigga. I fuck with that a little bit.
Now, you haven't shared the title of the song that you're about to put out featuring YNW Melly, but was this the first song that you just described that he did of the 3?
Yeah, the first song was the best song that we did.
How long do you think that studio session was with him? You knocked out 3 songs in that session.
That's what we did. 3 songs in like, I ain't gonna exaggerate it, but I was gonna say like 40 minutes. I'm gonna say an hour. We did 3 songs in an hour. And his little brother did a song in that bitch. Freestyle. This one, B Slime was voice smaller than what it was now. He got taller and bigger now, but this one, he was like a kid. You know what I'm saying? He's still probably, what, 15? Probably 13, 14 or some shit. Dude was probably 10 in that bitch. Freestyling, going crazy. You hear me? He did a whole song in that bitch. Freestyle going crazy. I'm like, Lord, that bitch cold. He had his little brother with him. We thugging in that bit.
Was B Slime's verse for something for you as well?
Nah, I just let them I let them do a song because they had Jacquees downstairs. I went downstairs to fuck with Jacquees. Like once we did the 3 songs, I told Melly like, bitch, you could do you for about an hour. I'm about to go knock out some shit with Jacquees in his session. And then he like, bitch, I'm about to come fuck with you. And he came in there with me and Jacquees.
So he did all 3 songs in your presence?
Yes, in my face.
Okay.
It wasn't no sending shit, none of that. We did everything together in each other's face.
Now, the other 2 songs, were these open verses you already had?
What? No, we did everything fresh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did everything fresh.
Okay. So I remember in this conversation, you freestyling your verse, and then he jumps on that song and freestyles his. But the other 2 songs, when you say you do them fresh, are you doing your verse first or your hook, and then he hears it and he does his thing, or is he cooking up first and then you?
Nah, I'm on every one. I just knocked it out, and he just fed off me. You feel me? I'm like, bitch, hop on this. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Now, what is your opinion when it comes to being in a recording studio with another artist? What's your opinion when, like, for example, he said, hey, come in the booth with me, and you do. What is your opinion on that? When
I just felt like he wanted to feel a nigga energy. Like, he is like, he really stunting, trying to let me know, like, bitch, I really do this. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, I feel like it's just like he just wanted me to see it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, come in here. Like, I don't know. He wanted me to vibe with him or something. You feel me? Like, cause you know the boot and the hip factor, that bit big. You gotta slide the door. You could go to sleep in that bitch if you want to. You know what I'm saying? We vibing in that bitch. Then it's crazy. I never remember. And now his little brother was blonde. And he was throwing shit at the door and shit. That nigga bad. He was bad. That little bitch was bad. He probably calmed down now. He was tripping in that bitch. Yeah.
Now, is that typical for you to be in the booth with another recording artist, or no? That's like I don't want to say a freak thing, but
I mean, I just felt like it was just, cause I'd be in the studio and I tell my partner, bitch, come in the room, come in the booth, to feel the vibe, you feel me? Just to, you know what I'm saying? He probably, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. He just told me to come in that bitch with him.
I didn't know if that's a typical thing that happens or not really, or
I don't know, but he just told me, bitch, like, Neno, come in here with me. I'm like, just that. And he just like, bitch, watch, I'm about to eat that bitch. Watch, I'm telling you, watch, I'm about to go crazy.
Now, anything else you want to say to anyone watching this in regards to this song, other than what you've already said?
Nah, that bitch coming out though. That bitch, I just got it mastered.
Okay.
You feel me? And I'm trying to put somebody else on it, but I don't want to say who.
Okay. So this is something that may still be in progress.
Yeah, I got one more open verse on it. I wanna put somebody big on it.
You have somebody in your mind. You already reached out.
I got somebody in my mind. But if my team can't get it done, I'm gonna just say fuck it.
Okay. And for time reference, it's December 2021 now. Anything else while I have you here? Anything else? Okay.